I know this video didn't make it into the 2023 declutter pile, but it's still January, it's 2024. Happy New Year, guys. We are going to be decluttering blushes, whatever you like to call it, because I have a lot of blush to get rid of. It was time. It was time to sort them out. It was time to get them decluttered and keep the ones that I'm going to be using. You know, it's always hard when you're doing a declutter. There's that feeling of, you know, emotional resistance. You want to hold on to the things that you've had for a while. You think to yourself, oh, I want to use it. I want to use that blush. I just might use it one day. Am I making sense? Probably not. Guys, let's get into decluttering my blush collection for 2024. Welcome to my blush collection, guys. This is it. What I'm going to do is just sort them out by brand, and then I will count pretty much how much I have of each. I actually haven't done a count yet, and these are blushes that are not going to be a part of the Face and Eye collection, because another video will be coming up where I do the face palettes, and another video will be coming up where I do highlighters. So this is just pretty much predominantly the blush. Okay, I'll be back soon with these all branded together. 40 blushes in total. 2 Zoeva, 1 Jouer, 1 Chanel, 2 Covergirl, 1 Bare Minerals, 2 Essence, 4 E.l.f's, 7 Nudestix, 2 Glossiers, 2 Charlotte Tilbury's, 2 Natasha Denona, 2 Mecca Max, 2 Physicians Formula, 1 NYX, 2 Becca, 1 Melt, 2 Milani's, 1 Tarte. Did I say 2 Covergirl? Probably. 1 Antonym, 1 Dear Dahlia, 1 Flower Beauty, and I think I already said Physicians Formula. So 40 blushes in total. We're going to start the decluttering now. All right, so let's have a look and see what I'm going to be getting rid of. Starting off with the what's this one? The Coral Spectrum palette by Zoeva. Let's have a look, see what this one, I know I haven't used it in a while, but this has got your coral tones in here. And I don't use all the colours, and when I did used to use this palette, the pretty much shades that I tended to reach out for were this shade here and this shade here, and I would sort of mix them together. So I don't know if I'm going to hold on to this palette. I might. It's a maybe, but I'm thinking, can I maybe depot them or take them out of the pan? I don't know, but I'm not really using it. I haven't used it in years, and I'm talking about years. I don't know. It's a maybe. It's a maybe. I do have the Nude Spectrum by Zoeva as well, this one here. Now, this one here I totally bought because of Mariah Leonard, watching her be obsessed with this. I mean, she just loved it. So, of course, naturally, I went out and got it for myself. And I find that the shades don't really show up on my skin. And then there was one stage where I was sort of using it as contouring, and it was predominantly this shade here that I used to love. So I have to revisit these, guys. To be honest, I'm not going to lie here, I'm sort of up in the air with getting rid of this 4-pan palette. So for now, I think it's a keeper, or it's a maybe. I'll just put it here with the Coral Spectrum palette. Now, this is the Jouer palette, which I bought from Beautylish years ago, and it's a beautiful, beautiful blush, but really, really, really too pigmented, like just way too pigmented. And you can use it with a light hand, These shades are quite unique. This is like an amber shade, and this one here is your typical sort of rosewood shade. And I really haven't been using these shades at all, so I don't know if I hold on to it because of the fact that it's nostalgia from the fact it was my first Jouer, I don't know, my first Jouer blush palette. Or do I just get rid of it? I don't know. See, blush is hard. Blush is hard to make decisions on. I think I'm going to hold on to it. When you can't decide, hold on to it. I had a person comment on one of my videos saying, don't feel pressured to get rid of things that you want to hold on to for nostalgia reasons, and she's absolutely right. Only though if you want to pretty much declutter it, then go for gold, you know. But if you really feel like the need to hold on to a certain palette, whether it's good, expired, bad, whatever, hold on to it. There's no reason why you shouldn't. So I'm going to hold on to that Jouer palette there. Now we have this shade here. I bought it at the time where Erin Nicole TV was doing some, I don't know, she was doing a review on some Chanel products, and she's like the queen of reviewing Chanel makeup, and I absolutely love her videos. But this was the Blush Lumiere Chanel shade. Now, I actually did not get this for myself. I had it gifted to me by a dear friend of mine, and now let's see if we can open it up. I know it's a gorgeous shade. However, this is absolutely a gorgeous shade. It's got a bit of like peach with gold running through it. I am going to keep it, but you can see it's quite hard panned. See how I literally have to dig my brush in so hard to get the pigment out. Now, I guess I could sort of scrape it up and break down the hard bits of it, or maybe just get some sticky tape and sort of press into it and lift off the hard surface, but I'll have to give that a go. But I'm definitely holding on to this. Obviously, I don't want to get rid of it. I love the shade. It's a gorgeous color. So I'm holding on to that, and my hands are all sweaty, so sorry. I know that I'm getting rid of these two Covergirl blushes. Number one, just difficult to get the blush out with any brush really, and they don't serve me any reason to hold on to. Not because of the colours. The colours are okay, but the smell is kind of how you're doing with Covergirl. So this one here, I actually bought this shade, which one's this one called? Let me just see. Cinnamon Toast. Yeah, it's Cinnamon Toast. I bought this shade. I was in the pharmacy one day and I was like, oh God, what a gorgeous shade. And I never really used it. And I don't think I'm going to be using it. So that's going. And this one here is which shade is this one? I don't know what it's called. Rhubarb? Gosh, I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting rid of it. It's not, I don't know. It's not that exciting, is it? I'm getting rid of it. I don't use them. I don't use them. So I'm going to put I'm going to get these. I'm going to put them just here on the couch. Okay. Moving on to e.l.f. I'm going to be decluttering all my e.l.f. blushes. So they're pretty much like used and abused. So this one here, and I don't have my glasses on, which maybe I should put on, but this one here is sort of like a gold blush. Now, I don't really use gold blushes. I don't know why I used it at the time, but you know, I bought it and I did use it. And I don't know what I thought of it. I mean, it was kind of frosty. You know, I don't know if we can see it on the screen there. But yeah, guys, I'm not going to, I just can't, I can't, look how sweaty my hands are. Look at the sweat. Look at the sweat. It's bad. Okay. This e.l.f. shade here, let's open it up. Oh, I forgot Essence. We'll get back to that in a minute. This one's obviously been not hard panned. It's been, you know, showing the pan there. And I've hit pan, obviously, and for good reason, because it was a beautiful blush, but I haven't used this again in years and years and years because of the fact that I've got so many other blushes that I've been using. And I'm getting rid of this as well. Another e.l.f. blush. And I'll tell you what, e.l.f. did amazing blushes. If I can open it up. Oh, can I? Oh God, I'm struggling. Here we go. I'm keeping this one. It's sort of like your NARS Orgasm shade, and I just really haven't touched it much, so I'm keeping this, and it's a gorgeous looking shade. So holding on to that, I think this is Twinkle Pink. Is it Twinkle Pink? Let's have a look. Yep. It's their most common one, Twinkle Pink. So my sweat's getting all the dust off these blushes, which have been pretty much in my drawer for so long. Finally, last e.l.f. blush. Actually, I know I do have another e.l.f. blush, which is a cream cheek one. I will get that out in a second. But this one here, I think it could be Twinkle Pink as well. See, yeah. This is Twinkle Pink as well, and I'm going to get rid of that one because I've got a full one that I can use. So we'll put that away in the declutter pile. So instead of saying I had 40, this is 41 because this is the cream cheek e.l.f. product, and this one here is in the shade Caribbean, and I really don't use it much, but let's just open it up. One tick. It's lovely, but I guess I could use it for lips. Holding on to it. Yeah, I'll hold on to this one. Look, there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't really use it that much, so holding on to the e.l.f. Caribbean shade. Okay, going on to Essence. The Prime Last Daily Diaries Baked Blush and the Matte Touch Blush. Getting rid of these two. I just don't reach out for them. I'm not really a big fan of the shades. Yeah, I know that there was a popular one that came out with this one. I think it was called Berry, and it was the dupe for the Christian Dior Rosy Glow, and I never had a chance to pick up on that, so... well, to collect it, actually. But, yeah, I thought, I'll just try these blushes anyway, and really I don't use them that much, so I'm getting rid of these two blushes by Essence. Okie dokie. Now, Nudestix. I have 7 total Nudestix that I need to figure out what I'm going to be doing with. I haven't reached out for them for such a long time. I know that there is one that I'm definitely not getting rid of, and that's the Sun-Kissed shade, which is this one here. It's a gorgeous, beautiful shade. Let's open it up. If I can open it up. Oh dear. My hands, oh my God, I can't literally, like, I have to put the phone down because I'm filming with one hand, and obviously, you know, but this is the Sun-Kissed shade. It's beautiful. I'm holding on to that. So that's one Nudestix shade I'm keeping. We've got Poppy Girl, which is kind of like a vibrant red. We have Sweet Peach Peony, which is like a peach. We have the Bohemian Rose, holding on to that one because I love that shade. It's beautiful. We have, what's this one called? Cherry Blossom Babe. Holding on to that one. It's a gorgeous shade. We have Bareback, which was one of the most popular colours ever to be released by Nudestix. And for good reason too. It's a gorgeous shade, but I don't really reach out for it at all, so I'm getting rid of it. And then we have Tiger Lily Queen, which is a beautiful peach shade, and I'm holding on to that. So out of the 7 Nudestix, I'm holding on to 4, and I'm getting rid of these 3. Okay, Milani blushes. I am getting rid of this one here. It's just way too pigmented and way too dark, and it's just too crazy. So this one's called Red Vino. I'm getting rid of that. But I'm holding on to, oh, you know, the real popular one here. It's called Luminoso. Luminoso, yep. Holding on to that shade by Milani because it's beautiful. So the Red Vino by Milani, that's going. All right, we're getting a bit better with this decluttering, I tell you. Okay, Melt. Single blush shade. This here is in the shade Nevermore. Haven't really used it in such a long time, but I'm going to open it up and see. I know it's sort of like those ones where it's kind of got like a duochrome thing happening with it. And yeah, so if I can open it up, can I open it up? Really, can I? I don't know. I really have no idea if I can open anything up these days. Look, I'm going to just put this down for a tick. Bear with me while it goes a bit blurry. And here we go. I opened it up. Sorry, guys, for that. All right, here we go. This is Nevermore by Melt. And I used to use it a fair bit at the time because it has been sort of well loved. But it's kind of sheer and it's got like these really weird colours going through it. So I don't know if I'm going to actually hold on to this. I mean, let me just put it up against the light there. No, I'm getting rid of it. It's going. Sorry, Melt. You're off. Now, this is the Tarte. This is the one that they always give you in their freebies called Party, or whatever it's called. I'm getting rid of this shade. It doesn't really do anything for me. And I don't know, is it one of the best-selling shades? Is that why they just keep giving it to you in the as a freebie gift or whatever? Or is it their worst-selling shade? I have no idea. It's pretty, but I don't reach out for it, so getting rid of this Tarte blush. Okay. This is the Bare Minerals Call My Blush in the shade Call My Blush, I suppose. There we go. And I'm getting rid of this one because it's not really a shade that I reach out for. It's kind of like your, I don't know, not dolly pink, but maybe just it's just very boring. It's a boring pink. I'm getting rid of that. All right. We've got 2 Becca blushes here, which I, for the life of me, haven't used in such a long time. I am just going to open them up. This one here is in the shade called Flower Child. This is Flower Child, and I just took this off accidentally. I didn't mean to, but that's Flower Child right there. And look, it's a pretty colour, but I haven't really been using it. I'll just put that there for like now. And this one here is called Wild Honey. Let's see. Wild Honey. If I can open it up, come on. This is Wild Honey. I'm going to be holding on to this one. It's a very pigmented blush. You only really need like a light hand, but it's a beautiful sort of bronzy honey tone. So I'm holding on to that, and I'm going to get rid of Flower Child. Oh, do I? I don't know. I mean, I used to be obsessed with this colour. Okay, I'm holding on to it. And it's because it's Becca and they don't make it anymore. So I'm holding on to it. Yep. Let's put this on without breaking it even further. Here we go. Holding on to the Beccas. Antonym Cheek Crush. It's a highlighting blush. I know I'm definitely holding on to this. I remember Jay Kisser was obsessed with this blush, and again I was obsessed with her, so I had to go and buy this blush, and I'm holding on to it. This is the type of blush that you put on when you want to have a no makeup day and you want to be glowy, highlighty, all in the same way. And if you have a very light skin tone, this is absolutely beautiful. But if you have a deeper skin tone, olive skin tone like me, you can really build this up and it will just show off so beautifully. You can even dust it all over your face as a sort of like a bit of a powdering effect if you just want to mattify some of the glowy products that you already have on your face. So holding on to this gorgeous blush highlighter by Antonym for sure. Okay, we've got 2 Glossier cheek products, which I've got Cloud Paint in the shade Bean, and this one here is in the shade Dusk. And I'm holding on to both of these because although I haven't used them in a while, I absolutely love their cheek products, so I'm holding on to them. And I don't think that they would have gone bad, but I have had them for years now. And I think that they'd be okay in these little tube paint, paint tubes. So holding on to these 2 by Glossier. Definitely holding on to my 2 blushes by Charlotte Tilbury. This one here is in the shade Pinkgasm. This is Pinkgasm, and this one is in the shade, obviously it's the most common one, Pillow Talk. So this is the highlighting blush, Pinkgasm, it's gorgeous. And this one here is the matte blush in Pillow Talk. So definitely holding on to these 2, and I use this quite a fair bit, so you can see it's sort of running out. But yeah, so holding on to those 2. Definitely holding on to Natasha Denona Bloom palette. This is the the highlighting blush. I'll just open that up. What a gorgeous shade, right? I mean, so pigmented, and you just have to hardly touch your brush in it to get a gorgeous blushed effect. That's the mini blush. And then the Natasha Denona Bloom palette, which is still hyped to this very day. It's got that cranberry shade in it. You can see I've destroyed the highlighter by really using that so much. But these tones, just with the Natasha Denona, obviously, blush and what is it? The blush and glow palette are absolutely beautiful, and you can use them on your eyes. And let me just see if I can get a better lighting, because I know the sun's right out. I think the more I go into the sun, the more I can sort of, excuse my feet down there, but here it is. Isn't it just beautiful? Yep, definitely holding on to those 2. I just nearly tripped over. Okay, I'm definitely holding on to my Mecca Max blushes. This one is discontinued now, and it's the Chic Cheek blush in the shade, it's obviously called Pink Pop. Yeah, that's Pink Pop, and this one's Pinky Promise Cheek Crush. These shades are so beautiful. They're your typical Barbie doll pinks. Like this one comes out like neon in the pan, but on your face it doesn't look neon, so it's absolutely beautiful. I don't know why they discontinued it. And this one here is more subdued Barbie pink, and it's gorgeous, and I reach out for these 2 a lot. So the Mecca Max cheek products are gorgeous, and I'm holding on to both of those. Moving on to Physicians Formula. I'm getting rid of these two. They just don't show up on my skin at all. This one here is called the Natural Glow. And this one here is called Plum Rose. And none of them show up on my skin tone at all. Like, they're just very dull, very sort of like wishy-washy. If you are porcelain skin, I'd say definitely these would show up on your skin, like just. That is just how light they are. So I'm getting rid of these two. Okay. We have this NYX blush in the shade Amber. I'm getting rid of this shade because I don't really use it much. It's just a boring pink. Getting rid of that. Okie dokie, we've got Flower Beauty. And this one is in the shade Flower Pots. Oh, no, sorry. Peach Primrose. I used to use this a fair bit in the day, but I really haven't been reaching out for it that much, and I will hold on to it, and I think I would like to use it a little bit more because I know that I did really love this colour. So I'm holding on to that. And the Dear Dahlia, this is the, what is it called? Sorry. The Blooming Edition Petal Glow Blush in the shade Infused. And it's a beautiful blush, and I'm holding on to that. So pretty. And that's it, guys. So let's do a count of the blushes that I'm keeping. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So out of the 41 blushes, I'm keeping 26. Those droplets there, that's sweat from my hand. I'm so sorry. I know it's gross, right? But I have a condition. My hands sweat, everyone. Hence the water droplets on the desk. All right. So that's it. Out of the 41 blushes, I'm keeping 26. Okay. Whoa. I stuffed up. I'm only keeping 24 because these two are going. So instead of me keeping 26, it's only been 24 because these two, I forgot to put them in the declutter pile. So off we go. So there should be 17 decluttered here now. And there should be 24. Yes, very happy with that now. I'm like, why is there more than one e.l.f? And this is the only one that I'm keeping. It's the Twinkle Pink shade. Yep, that's the one. All right. I'm going to make sure. Hang on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yep, thank you. So I think that's not too bad, keeping 24 out of the 41 blushes that I had in total. You know, it makes room to get more blush in the future. Not that that is my real aim, but come on, let's be real. I do want to try some new blushes coming in 2024, but I'm not in a hurry. I have a lot to choose from. I have a lot to select. You know, blush for me is, I'm not actually like a die-hard blush fanatic. I know that there's some people out there that love blush above anything. More than foundation, more than eyeshadow, more than highlighter, more than lipstick. So I get it. I know it's real. For me, blush is not really like a die-hard item for me. I love it. It makes me look well when I feel like I'm looking dead. It gives you a nice, you know, a nice flush to the face. It can make you quite vibrant. Today on my face I have the Natasha Denona Bloom and Glow palette. I have just the cream light blush on my cheeks. And that's about it really. I don't have anything else. I've got some Charlotte Tilbury face palette on my eyes, Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner for wings. I have the new Rimmel mascara, which I've got on my lashes today, and it was the first time I'm trying it. I don't know what I think about it yet. It's okay. And the wand is alright. It's pretty much a modified version of the Better Than Sex Too Faced mascara and the Covergirl Exhibitionist mascara, so it's not bad. On my lips, I've got the lip adjusting shade by Essence. That's all it is, no lip liner. And that's it, guys. I am now going to be planning, not today, I've got to film a face palette decluttering. I know I've been saying that in my other videos, but that'll be obviously comprising of sometimes lips, but mainly blush, highlighter, maybe some eyeshadows in those face palettes, but predominantly predominantly blush and highlighter in the face palette. So that'll be a good one to film. I must say, guys, these decluttering videos have been somewhat a bit exhausting, but at the same time different. Whilst I do love doing makeup videos and I find them just relaxing to do, kind of like my therapeutic moment, obviously on camera you've got to be really focused and you know, up close and making sure that you get the shot right and all that sort of stuff. When it comes to doing the decluttering videos, it's I think a little bit easier because I'm holding my phone, I'm moving around, and yeah, maybe that's not the best way of doing it, but I'm finding that it is the best way for me to film these declutter videos. Guys, what are you holding on to in 2024? What are you getting rid of? Please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, why don't you consider subscribing to my channel? I would love to have you here. And I just want to shout out to every single person who's recently commented on my video lately. Thank you so much, guys. It means the world to me. I'm grateful. My channel's slowly growing, and grateful is the word that I'm trying to look for here. So anyway, guys, it is time to edit this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.